Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to the new house. So for those of you who don't know, we moved house last week and things have been pretty stressful, pretty exhausting, and I haven't ran for quite a while. I've been exhausted, I've not felt 100%, and now I'm finally getting back into the swing of things and filming videos, and I thought, why not do something just a little bit different? So for those of you who watch the videos, it might look a little bit like all I ever do is run, complain about math training and talk a lot about fitness and kind of just sit around different rooms and talk to the camera and make videos. But there's a little bit more to it than that. Not much. I do a lot of those things as well, but there's a little bit more of a message behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is kind of like the living situation at the minute. I don't have a wardrobe and there's a lot going on. Basically, today's Sunday and tomorrow we're staying in a hotel for 3 nights because we're getting all the electrics done, and it's just a little bit of a mess at the minute. I think this bedroom's on a little bit of a slope, so every time I come to sit down on the chair, I kind of just roll. It's not ideal, and you're definitely not here to see me just kind of moaning about a desk chair. So anyway, let's just get on to what I wanted to talk about, and that was, what do I do for a living and how did I get to this point where I am now? And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because a few days ago I watched a live stream with Chris, Dan and Ben, and they were kind of talking about how I took a risk and went into personal training, and they didn't really know what my background was. And I thought, even though I make loads of videos and I talk to the camera and stuff like that, nobody actually knows me as a person, what I kind of came from, what my background is, and yeah, nobody really knows who I am, I suppose. So this is kind of the start of me just trying to share a little bit more with you and explain a few things. So let's take it back to uni. For those of you who don't know, I do have a degree. I graduated in November 2017 and I started off at university studying tourism management. Absolutely hated it, so I quit it and I then went on to study criminology. So that's what my degree's in. I enjoyed the degree, it was interesting, but I didn't really want to pursue it, and it was kind of just a way to get a degree and yeah, stuff like that. And during my time when I was at uni, I worked a couple of different jobs. I worked as a waitress at Old Trafford. Again, it was just kind of a way to make a little bit of money, and the tips were pretty good, so I'm not complaining at that. I then went on to work at a open tourist farm, which I really enjoyed. I got to work with animals, I got to meet some amazing people, and it's also where I met Jack. So I worked there for, I think it was like 1.5 years maybe, can't really remember, but I was there for quite a while. Then a week after I graduated, me and Jack travelled to Australia for a year, which is a completely different experience, story in itself. So if you want me to make a video on that, then I'm more than happy to. I'm sure Jack will as well, because we had quite a few different experiences there, and one of them was working in the middle of nowhere on a farm, genuinely fearing for our lives at some point. But again, that's a completely different story. And we basically, Jack kind of worked within like doing fences. We built like 40k worth of fencing to stop kangaroos going into the farm, and I absolutely hated it, to be perfectly honest with you. But the experience was, we would never have had an experience of working pretty much in the outback like that, so I am kind of grateful for that. After a few weeks of working there, we then went to South Australia and worked for 4 months on a dairy farm, which is kind of why I fell in love with cows. You might have noticed that I've got like a cow mug and a few cow pictures, and the reason for that is because I loved working with cows. And to be honest, even though I have got quite a lot of farming experience now, I wouldn't work on the farm again, to be completely honest. But again, there's no point in talking about that. Then we came back from Australia in, God, when was it now? I think it was December 2018. I suffered when I got back from Australia. I had really bad Australia blues. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I struggled to find work, and I ended up working at a mini golf place in the Trafford Centre, which I enjoyed, but it was kind of just a means to kind of get to the next step. And that next step was a digital marketing assistant in Bolton. I really enjoyed it. It allowed me to do photography, which I absolutely love, blogging, SEO, marketing, all that kind of stuff, all the creative stuff that I like doing. I got to do there and I got to learn quite a lot there. And that kind of explains why I enjoy video editing and I put a lot of time into these videos, and kind of why I like cameras and camera gear and stuff like that. And then coronavirus hit, and last June I ended up being made redundant. And to be honest, it hurt. Like when I got that phone call, it was like, what do I do now? I'm 25, there's no jobs going because of COVID, and the last thing I ever wanted to be at 25 years old was to lose my job and to be made redundant, especially when me and Jack were saving for houses. And yeah, it just wasn't ideal basically, but I kind of accepted it and I kind of knew it was coming. And I said to people at the start of COVID, if I was to lose my job, what I wanted to do was follow my passion for fitness and go into personal training. And that's what I did. So yeah, basically right now I'm studying to be a personal trainer. I'm not qualified just yet because COVID got in the way of that, which is really frustrating, but I'm on like the final path now, and as soon as gyms reopen, hopefully, fingers crossed, on the 12th of April, by the end of April, end of May, I should be qualified, and it means that I can coach people in person and online. And that's kind of why I wanted to get back into YouTube, make these videos and try to build a little bit of a community, because something that's amazing about online coaching is the fact that you can coach people from all around the world. And what better way to kind of open up to those people by creating YouTube videos and sharing my passion for running and for fitness and stuff like that. And that kind of explains why I decided to build a home gym in this house. So basically, I took the risk. I knew I had a little bit of savings, I had full backing from my family and from Jack, and I thought, why not make my dreams a reality of going into the fitness industry and coaching people and helping people. And since I restarted YouTube and started making these videos again, I feel like my passion for fitness has grown, but I also feel like my passion for actually helping people has grown even more. So even though I want to be good at the things that I do, whether that's running or lifting, I guess you can call it that, I kind of get more out of making videos that people are actually going to benefit from. So the stretching videos that I'm doing, the mobility videos, there's going to be a lot more videos now the home gym's being set up, and I just can't wait to actually start helping people. And if I can do it through these videos, then that's amazing. It means that if this kind of YouTube opens up more opportunities to coach more people around the world, even better. Like, I'm so passionate about it and I can't wait to just get going, but because of current circumstances, it's a little bit difficult to kind of get there, and things keep getting delayed and stuff like that. So at the minute, it's a frustrating process, but it is a very exciting one as well. So even though I'm not qualified just yet, I thought, what better way to kind of open up to future clients and say that in the description below, I have got an email, and if you're interested in free advice at the minute, then get in touch with me. I would love to help you. I've also opened up a newsletter so that I'm going to do more free advice and kind of show you when things are going to go live and stuff like that. At the minute, I'm currently working on my website, which is incredibly exciting. I'm working on being self-employed, and I mean, it's been a very long year. It's been a very frustrating year, but things are exciting, things are progressing, and there's a lot of things going on in the background of these YouTube videos that are hopefully going to start like being revealed very, very soon, which is incredibly exciting. So stay tuned for that. But the main message that I wanted to put across in this video is, if you've got a passion, if you want to achieve something, if you're kind of like, oh, do I do it, do I not? Just go for it, take the risk and just go for it. Because even though it's been a very frustrating process for me, there's been a lot of highs, there's been a lot of self-doubt along the way and stuff like that. Right now, I couldn't be happier. And it's like Chris was saying in his live stream, that passion is everything. And I think the reason why these videos are starting to a little bit more better is because I'm passionate about what I'm saying, I'm passionate about what I do. And the fact that YouTube, you know, it's not my job or anything like that, of course it isn't, I've not got many subscribers or anything, but it's kind of my job in the sense that it's a really good marketing tool. And what better way to enjoy what you're doing, making videos and just enjoying what you do, being passionate about what you do. So Definitely go for something if you're thinking about it, and just take the risk. Don't be afraid to take the risk, because it could open up a lot of incredible opportunities for you. So I guess you could kind of call me a student at the minute, a soon-to-be personal trainer, online coach, but like I said, I want to start opening up to online clients so that I can hopefully train more of you guys. I want to do some things in person as well, and with the home gym being set up downstairs, it means that I can do more videos, more tutorials and stuff like that. This video is it's a lot different to what I've done before, but it's kind of been fun letting you guys into what I'm trying to achieve, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on now, and I'm going to end the video here, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it kind of gave you a little bit more of an insight as to what my background is, what I do, and why I do this kind of stuff. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it, and it helps the channel out an awful lot. And if you're new, please subscribe, because again, I'd really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.